Welcome ESL as we are in week 5 in the Lotus series and we're getting ready for some qualifying. We see Chris Harvey out on the track. The last week's winner. At Long Beach. We'll see what he could do today at an oval. Ovals are extremely tricky. And he will lay down his first lap around. Goes around the last turn. What will be his lap time for the first time around? And it's Chris Lee with the fastest time. Will that time hold? Second, Javier. Third, Forge. Sebastian in fourth. Can Lee win the pole at Pocono? And it is Chris Lee on the pole. In second is Sebastian. Third, Chris Harvey. Fourth, Javier. Fifth, Harry. Sixth, Stefan Forge. Seventh, Colby Pierce. Eighth, Andrew Green. Ninth, David Leathers. And rounding out your top 10 is 11 of Colin Pierce. Who will be able to tame Pocono? Congrats to Lee for winning the pole. We'll see what he can do during the race. I'll be back in a few minutes for the start of the race. We are set with qualifying, getting ready to get this race underway. Got Chris Lee and Sebastian in the front row. Javier in the second row. Stefan Forge and Harry in the fourth row. And Colin, excuse me, that was the third row. Colin Pierce, Andrew Green, fourth row. David Leathers and Colin Pierce in the fifth row. Currently your points leader is Chris Harvey. He is up by 14 points over Sebastian. We're going 60 laps, about 18 laps on fuel. So you're looking at about 3 pit stops in this race. Unless some drivers can stretch it out, we will see. Pace car comes off the track. And week 5 is underway at Pocono, and Lee with a great jump to start this race. This could be a wild one. We will see. There's Stefan Forge going to the outside of the number 7, and he makes the pass. There's Harry in 5th currently. Colby Pierce, he was trying to make a pass on Harvey. And he goes to the inside now. They might go 3 wide going around this first turn. This could get very dangerous very quick. And now we have a lead change, and this Sebastian, he is your leader. Chris Lee down to 3rd, and here comes Javier in the inside. He's gonna try to make a pass for the lead. Now it's Javier 1st, Sebastian 2nd, Chris Lee 3rd. Now Sebastian looks to the inside. Sebastian takes the lead. Chris Lee in 2nd. We might have a ton of lead changes today by the looks of it. Chris Lee back to the lead. There's the 19, Harvey. He takes the lead for the first time. Go into 1. You see Forge, he's going to make it 3 wide here. Can he make it stick in the inside line? We're almost 4 wide there. Now Colin Pierce is in the mix. Andrew Green. As we have 2 packs of cars There's a little separation between this first pack and the second pack that's led by T. DeQueen. Bell's in there, Nate Ironsides, Zach Holdorf, Chris Weber. That's Colin Pierce. He is your leader now. And here comes Chris Lee. He's in the inside line. Colin Pierce up 9 spots. And there goes Lee. We know how fast Lee is. There's Sebastian in the inside. Right behind them is the number 11. Now we see Justice Blackwell as well. That second pack is almost 3 seconds behind this first pack. It's been a wild one to start. And there goes the 51 trying to knife it through to take the lead. Heading into 1. Colin Pierce in the inside. Almost contact there as we're 3 wide. Justice Blackwell was in the middle. One bad mistake here and it's going to take out a lot of cars. Justice Blackwell trying to hold it in. Look at all that traffic all around him. Nowhere really to go. That 26 got a little loose, almost tapped the tire there, I think of the 46. There's a lot of cloud cover. The track is very cool. So much grip today. Only 85 degrees. There goes Sebastian. He went to the outside, but he got very wide. He might lose a few spots. There goes David Leathers in the inside. He almost makes contact with the 19. All these drivers want to lead at least a lap to get some bonus points. Chris Lee in the lead. Can he try to create some separation? So far, no one can. Everyone's drafting off of each other. There's the 26 of Andrew Green, currently in third. There's David Leathers in the middle of Stefan Forge and Colin Pierce. Now Now we see Paulie Truth. He's in the mix as well, currently in 9th. We're getting close for the first round of pit stops. It should shake things up here. What pit strategies will some of these crew chiefs decide? As we go back to that second group. They're about almost 5 seconds back from that first pack. Some of these drivers are going to have to take some risks here. Either coming early to pit, or they're going to have to try to do something to make up some ground. Stefan Forge in the lead. David Leathers in second in the inside. There's Paulie Truth. He's making it 3 wide, almost made contact. He's been in his fair share of incidents this season. He is in a really tough spot right now. Almost made contact with Axel Raven. He really needs to get in that low lane or high line. He needs to find a spot here. Doesn't want to stay in the middle for too long. Right behind Truth is number 7. If anyone flinches here, it could be chaos. And there's Paulie Truth. He finally gets out of there, gets on the high line. He makes the right move. He did a good job of holding his line there. Colin Pierce, your leader. Now Axel Raven takes the lead. You do not want to get caught on the outside, especially if you got to come onto pit road. You could miss your the pit entry and run out of fuel. Now you see Justice Blackwell. Right behind him is a 51 of Chris Lee. Justice Blackwell in the lead. Chris Lee in the inside. Now Chris Lee takes the lead. Now it's Andrew Green that's stuck in the middle. Well, will drivers start coming onto pit road? Definitely the cars up front will burn more fuel. Sebastian in the outside. Stefan Forge in the inside as they almost make contact. Kobe Pierce trying to make that middle lane work. No one heads onto pit road. Now it's Stefan Forge leading the way. Right behind him is your points leader, Chris Harvey. The 19 in the lead. Everyone continues to fight for position. The draft is so strong here. No one's still heading onto pit road. And there's the number 8. There's the first car onto pit road. The number 8 of Ricky, but he's all by himself. That could be a huge mistake. So these drivers got to get in line here. You don't want to be stuck on the outside. Get stuck on the outside, you're probably going to run out of fuel. And here comes 11. And Colin Pierce, Javier, Axel Raven, Justice, and Andrew Green. Here comes Tita Queen, and everyone's following her as well. Harry is your leader. It's going to be a race off of pit road here. David Leathers comes out first, followed by Raven, Justice, Colin Pierce, the number 7, Green, Tita Queen. Now these cars actually, that second pack of cars that pitted, they're actually going to be able to draft off of these other cars. And the caution is out. The caution is out while these cars were on pit road. And it's Sebastian. He takes flight, hits the wall, goes upside down. Man, oh man. Let's see from the chopper cam. It looks like Harry's riding up the track, or the 46 is actually going down. Makes contact there. And he makes contact with the 51, Chris Lee. And he makes contact with a teammate, it looks like, as well. He goes upside down. That's Kobe Pierce upside down. Let's ride on board. Man, one more look at it. Airborne right into that wall. Took a hard shot. And here comes Polly Truth onto pit road. These are the cars that did not pit when that caution came out. Chris Lee looks okay. He is back on the track. That is good news. He has a fast car. That car looks okay. Polytruth on pit road. We were already at that pit window, so everyone else It's gonna come onto pit road here. Kobe Pierce probably is out of the race. It looks like Stefan Forge is out. Kobe Pierce is back on pit road. He came out of the garage. We'll see if he makes it back on the track. Sebastian, he was also involved. Let's see if we can see how much damage these cars got. Yeah, that front wing there definitely has some damage. Stefan Forge is coming out, so he seems to be okay. And Kobe Pierce is missing some of that front wing, so that car might be on pit road for a very long time. We will see. But right now, your leader is the number 8. They lucked out because of that caution, and now he is in the lead. David Leathers is in second, Axel Raven third, Justice Blackwell fourth, and Colin Pierce fifth. It's been a wild one at Pocono already. And we get the signal 1 to go. Restarts our single file. We will see how fast that 51 is. He is currently 22nd. I mean, that car looks okay. I don't see nothing too serious. The front wing there does have a tiny bit of damage, but we will see how bad the aerodynamics of that car is once we restart this race. That second pack desperately needed a caution because they were so far behind that first pack at one point, about 5 seconds. Ricky up 24 spots. And the pace car comes off, and we are back to racing. Everyone is going to just try to draft now because since they're single file, there goes Axel Raven already trying to make a pass here. He wants this lead. And he easily takes the lead. And Justice Blackwell follows him, moves up to second. As we go a little further back in the field, there's already like a second pack forming here. And it looks that 51 definitely has some issues. He is pretty off the pace right now. So that damage is hurting that car. That's unfortunate, such a fast car today. Justice Blackwell in the lead. Javier second. Axel Raven third. Andrew Green in the mix. There's Tina Queen. She is up to 7th. Behind her is Colin Pierce. Then there's another little group behind them, another little pack there. It's Chris Harvey leads the way there. Chris Webber's there. The 47 of Trunnion. Freddie Trammell. Now it's Andrew Green in the lead. Sebastian is back out on the track. Colby Pierce is the only car left on pit road. David Leathers, Andrew Green, 2 Brew Crew cars, 1 and 2. Now this pack is getting extremely tight here. We saw what happened a few laps ago before the caution came out. David Leathers in that inside. Colby Pierce coming out of pit road. So they were able to repair that car. How fast will it be? We will see. It's not going to be very fast, that is for sure. But they're hoping that other cars wreck and maybe they could gain a few spots before the day is over. Colin Pierce is your leader. Now the leaders are going to have to deal with Sebastian. He is a lapped car, so he's going to cause problems here. As everyone's trying to slow down and get by him, he's creating all types of problems. And now Chris Harvey's on pit road. He must have made contact or something. Something's definitely wrong with that 9. Justice Blackwell, your leader. We'll keep an eye on Chris Harvey, see how long he's on pit road. And Chris Harvey is out of pit road. He might be on a different strategy here. But he went in all by himself. Andrew Green, Axel Raven, 1 and 2. There's Tina Queen on the inside. But now she's going to get stuck behind a lap car. Man, that sucks. He's really can't make a move here. Now the top 3 have pulled away. It's Justice Green and Axel Raven, your top 3. Then it's Javier a little further back. Sebastian is back on pit road. That car is having some issues. He's 4 laps down. You see Colin Pierce and the number 7. They're trying to catch up to the top 3. A little further back is the number 8 and a 17. Then it's Chris Webber, David Leathers, and Trunnion. As we're starting to get a little closer to that second round of pit stops. And Colin Pierce and that number 7 have caught up to the leaders. As we are halfway through this race. The track has cooled down 5 degrees since the start of the race, 83. And Sebastian is up ahead, so these leaders are going to have to deal with him very soon. Yodi's on pit road. This looks like a scheduled stop. Some of these cars are going to be on a different pit strategy here. They've caught up to Sebastian. Andrew Green goes to the inside. He takes the lead. Everyone is trying to pass Sebastian here. Axel Raven finally gets by. There's that second group of cars. Leading the way is Trunnion. He's currently in 6th. Can they catch that first pack? They have to get by Sebastian. No issues there. There's that third group of cars. Rocco Stallone, Nate Ironsides, Harry Bell, Paulie Truth. Colin Pierce in the lead. We're about 5 laps away from pit stops. There's Javier trying to take the lead away from Axel Raven. As they're side by side going around 1. But that top 5 have pulled away about 3 seconds from the 6th place car. As long as they don't make any mistakes here, they're in good shape. There's that second group with Chris Webber leading the way. There's Paulie Truth in 11th with Rocco Stallone. They need to get in line so they can draft off each other. We will see when these drivers decide to pit. Will they stretch the fuel and try to make it a two-stop race instead of a three-stop race? It's anyone's race here at Pocono. And now the number 8 comes onto pit row. He did this the last time, came in early, but he's all by himself. Will any of the leaders come in this time around? Chris Lee is on pit road. The leaders do not pit. There's Chris Lee coming out of pit road. Currently in 23rd. Actually, he's just got onto pit road. Now he is coming out of pit road. As they go around turn 3, does anyone come on to pit road here? And 2 cars do, the number 11 and the 26. So now it's Justice Blackwell in the lead. T. DeQueen also comes in. Chris Weber comes in. The 13, Zach Rocco. So pit road is starting to get busy. And the caution is out. This exact same thing happened the last time. And it is Pauly Truth once again. This just not has been his season whatsoever. They're 3 wide. He makes contact with the 56 of Freddie Trammell. Makes contact again. Freddie Trammell gets into Forge. Bell hits the 274. And Pauly Truth goes for a ride. That rear wing definitely took some damage. That's right on board, the 274. Just has not been the season. And now your leaders come into pit. This is perfect for them. Pauly Truth is in the garage. We'll see if he comes back onto pit road. The top 8 need to come in on to get some fuel and probably tires. Freddie Trammell and Bell are already on pit road. They suffered some damage from that incident with Polytruth. We will see who is your leader once we cycle through. T the Queen coming out of pit road. Andrew Green. Now here come Forge, the 44. All these cars are on pit road. David Leathers. It looks like there's an issue with the 96. He's crawling to his stall. He's going to mess up some of these cars here. They got nowhere to go. They got to try to get by him. They finally are moving by him. Something's wrong with the 96. He has stalled out, and there's two cars stuck right there. Cannot get by. And they just both resetted. Polytruth is back on pit road. And right now we're showing your leader is Trey Smith. And in second is Nate Ironsides, but these cars have not pit. David Leathers is still on pit road. Not sure what's wrong with that 96. It looks like Trey Smith is coming on to pit road. I think that 20 is running out of fuel. And we're getting ready to go green. Both of these cars might head on to pit road here. Nate Ironsides and Trey Smith, they got to be very low on fuel, and they do go on pit road. And the pace car comes off of pit road. And now it's Chris Harvey in the lead. Ricky second, Yodi third, Colin Pierce fourth, Rocco fifth. There should be one more pit stop here unless they can stretch the fuel. Yodi trying to take the lead away from Harvey. Polytruth and Stefan Forge are the only two cars on pit road except Zach Holdorf. He's in the garage. Right now it's a two-car battle. Yodi Logic and Chris Harvey. Then there's a little second pack there that has Ricky, Colin Pierce, Justice Blackwell, Axel Raven. In control right now, but for how long? He is up 22 positions. We still have 16 cars on the lead lap. But if these two continue to draft like this, they're going to pull away from that second group there. Right now, it's a two-car race. They almost have a 2-second gap in between them and that second pack. Here comes Chris Harvey into the inside. He takes the lead away from the 177. No, Chris Harvey's going onto pit road. He might be thinking, hey, if I pit here, I can make it to the end. We'll see how that move plays out. But Yodi could be a sitting duck here, especially with that second pack. They might be able to gain so much ground. Because Yodi does not have a drafting partner. Everyone has to get by. I think that's the 46. Lapped car. But Yodi in control with 16 laps to go. They are in the fuel window here. They can pit right now and make it to the end. That's what Chris Harvey did. He is currently in 15th. Yodi all by himself, and that second pack is not really gaining no ground. They just gained like 1/10 there. Sebastian on pit road. Yodi all by himself, but it looks like they've gained about 2/10 on him. But looking at Yodi pitted in lap 31. So he needs to be coming in the next few laps here. He's got to be low on fuel. And here he comes. He was very low on fuel, and especially when you're leading a race, you're going to burn more fuel. So now your leader is Tita Quaid. We'll see what happens when we cycle through. Eventually, these drivers are going to have to pit as well. Unless we get a caution, that would definitely change a lot. The last two cautions have been when the pit window has opened up. Right now we're showing Yodi in 13th. And Chris Harvey in 15th. Those are the drivers we got to keep an eye on because they pitted early. And now it's Andrew Green in the lead. Actually, Axel Raven is in the lead. A lot of fast cars in this first pack here. Sebastian currently 24th. And he was second in points, so he's gonna lose some spots in the standings for sure. And your points leader, Chris Harvey, is 15th. 10 laps to go at Pocono. Can these drivers stretch that fuel to the end? Justice Blackwell got very loose there, almost made contact. Don't want to make a mistake so late in the race. Rocco Stallone up front. Now it's the 13 of Chris. He is your leader. Followed by T the Queen in second. Which one of these drivers will come onto pit road? Andrew Green in second. He looks to the inside. He's going to try to take this lead away. They almost made contact. Wow, that was so close coming out of the turn. Andrew Green to the front. Rocco Stallone in second. Chris in third. 7 laps to go. One bad move by these drivers, and it's going to change this whole race. Here comes Tina Queen in the inside. Tina Queen looking for her second win of the season. And here comes someone onto pit road. And the caution is out once again in the pit window. And that's Chris Harvey. He's missing that wing. Man, he took a ride. That's Bell making contact with Chris Harvey there. Your points leader. Right into the wall. Goes airborne. And flips end over end. Man, he took a ride. What a ride. The number 9 took. Still flipping end over end. Hits the wall a second time. Let's look at this full speed. Man. Let's ride on board to number 9. Hopefully Chris is okay after that wild ride. And we have 5 laps to go. These drivers have to come onto pit road. They've got to be on fumes here. This is going to be a sprint to the finish here. Each time the pit window has opened up, we've had a caution. Does anyone come onto pit road here? Can they stretch the fuel? It's going to be interesting here what they decide. Nobody's going onto pit road. Chris Harvey is in the garage. We'll see if he can make it back out on track before the race is over. I don't know, after the ride he took. It's been a wild one here at Pocono. The oval races do not disappoint in the Lotus 79 series. Looks like something happened to the 51 of Chris Lee. He's had a rough day. There's 2 cars in the garage right now. The number 9, Chris Lee, the number 51. Number 51, Chris Lee, the number 9, Chris Harvey. And we have 14 cars on the lead lap. Trunyon's a lap down. David Leather's a lap down. Ricky a lap down. Someone said it's a bad day to be named Chris. That is for sure. It's been a rough one for some of these drivers. The only Chris that is doing well right now is Chris Weber and a 13, Chris CGQ. It's a lot of Chris's in the Lotus series. The lights are off on the pace car. When we cross that line, we're going to have 5 laps to go. Who is going to take the checkered? Is it going to be Tita Queen for the second time? Or will we have a new driver in onto victory lane? Can't count out Andrew Green, always very fast. Chris Webber as well. Colin Pierce. Do these drivers have enough fuel to make it to the end? That's the other question. There's so many things that can happen here in these last few laps. Or will we get another caution as we go around turn 3? Chris Lee back onto pit road. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild one with 5 laps to go. Pace car comes off the track. And here we go. Tita Queen with a good jump on the start. She's going to have to hold it for a few more laps. Does she have enough fuel? She is leading the race. She's going to burn more fuel than everyone else. There goes Andrew Green. He ain't wasting no time. Moves into second. He's a veteran in this league. We know the speed he has. Tita Queen is going to have to hold him off. And she's coming out to pit road. She does not have enough fuel. Chris Webber stays out. Javier stays out, the 19. Do these drivers have enough fuel? Tita Queen is coming out of pit road. And there goes Andrew Green. Will your leaders come in? If they do come in, it's going to be who has the fastest pit stop. And now Chris Webber comes in. Axel Raven comes in. Javier stays out, and Yodi pitted early. He can make it to the end. Does Javier have enough fuel? Can he squeeze 3 more laps out of this? I don't think he can. But there's Yodi. He pitted earlier. He can make it to the end. Javier comes in, and Yodi is still on the track, and the caution comes out with 2 laps to go. Man, oh man, this has been a wild one. Not sure who caused that caution, but it was Pauly Truth and Bell once again. They made contact. They make that, and there goes Pauly Truth going for a ride. It wasn't a crazy ride, but it was enough to trigger the caution. Don't change that dial. Things are very interesting here at Pocono. They lock tires there, and that's it. Man, such an exciting race. But now, this changes everything. David Leathers on pit road. Yodi had the W in his hands. He had such a huge lead that no one was going to catch him. But now Yodi's going to have to deal with Chris Webber, Axel Raven. Two veterans in this league that have proved they can win. You can't count out Andrew Green. He's sitting there in 8th. Justice Blackwell, T the Queen is there. Now we see David Leathers out on the track here. All these drivers are good on fuel. So it's just going to be a race to the finish. Yodi is on older tires. That might hurt him a little bit. But a lot of it is drafting. And just making the right moves. We're going to have 2 laps to go when the green flag waves. Pauly Truth out of pit road. How is this car still on the track? I don't know. But they continue to try to fix it as best as they can. He is currently 3 laps down. There is Bell back on the track. Only car in the garage right now is the points leader of Chris Harvey. So, man, that's going to hurt him in the standings for sure. Pauly Truth is in the penalty. Well, not sure if he's in a penalty spot right now. Won't know until I see the official results because Chris Lee still is in the garage. So he might not be. We'll see. There's still a few laps to go. It depends how many laps down Chris Harvey will be at the end of this race. Look at that number 19, Harry, the fastest lap in the race. Can he make something happen and get onto victory lane? We are about to find out. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout here at Pocono. Green flag waves, and we are underway. Great jump by Yodi Logic. It's going to take maybe a lap before these drivers can draft and try to make some moves here. Yodi's going to have to hold off Chris Webber and Axel Raven. With him being on older tires, will that hurt his car? Go around turn 2. Yodi still in the lead. Chris Webber and Axel Raven drafting a little bit. Axel Raven battling for second is going to take second away from Chris Webber. Can he get by the 177? We go around the last turn. Axel Raven goes to the inside. They're side by side crossing the stripe. 1 lap to go. Axel Raven in the inside, Yodi in the outside. They're still side by side. It's anyone's race. Yodi's trying to hold his line on the outside. Raven in the inside. We're in the backstretch. Yodi doing a great job on the outside, holding his line. Webber right behind him. Now we see Justice Blackwell, T the Queen. Axel Raven is in the lead. As we go around turn 3, it's going to be a race to the line. Axel Raven's trying to hold him off. Yodi in the outside. Yodi makes the pass and wins at Pocono. Man, what a finish. Yodi wins at the line. Yodi Logic says, I am him. And wins at the line. What a race. This could be the closest finish in our history. This could be one of the best races in our history as well. Yodi Logic, man, oh man. It did not look good for Yodi. Probably the last 2 turns there, I thought that was it, and he came back on the outside and steals it. Man, oh man, I will show that photo finish. Don't change that dial. I'll show it in a few seconds here. Don't change that dial. Give me a second here. I will pull up that photo finish. That was as close. Man, that was close. And that's as close as it gets. Beat him by a nose and a tire. It's been a wild one here at Pocono. Next week we head to Canadian Tires Motorsports Park. Back to a road course, and then we go to Indy. But up next, we still have some next gen racing to close out week 5. That will be coming up in about 15 or so minutes. As the next gen there are at Atlanta. So that should be a fun one as well. But like always, thank you for supporting the stream and supporting the league. Man, this has been a wild one. I'll see you guys in a few minutes.